Welcome to part 2 of my 4-part series on icebox cakes. So once again, get yourself a cold drink or a hot cup of coffee or tea and have a seat and get ready to watch the show. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Baking Diva, and a big shout out to all my new subscribers. Today is part 2 of my 4-part series on icebox cakes. And boy, do we need an icebox cake now. In New Jersey, it was 92 yesterday, but the humidity was so bad. You just had, well, I won't say sweat, I'll say you had glitter dripping all down your face. It was brutal. Today is just as bad, but the humidity is a little better, and I think it's going to be the same all week. So don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love summer, and we've had rain almost every weekend for the last 12 weeks. Can you believe that? So I'm happy. The sun is out, and I'm ready to do my icebox cakes, because who wants to put a hot oven on and heat up your kitchen? Not this Diva. No, no, no. So normally at this point I would say preheat your oven, but no preheating our oven this time around. So I think we should get started. Now, for those of you who missed part 1, we did our salted caramel Ritz cracker icebox cake. That was to die for. When people come up to me and they ask for seconds, I know it's a keeper. One reminder, or I should say a couple of reminders from last week, is when you're making an icebox cake, it's best to keep it in the refrigerator overnight. Some recipes might say, 6 hours, 8 hours. I've been making these for many years, and I think if you leave them in the refrigerator overnight, the cookies have a better chance of softening and they come out better. And also, use store-bought cookies. Homemade cookies don't work well with icebox cakes. And if you're not sure if your cookie's a good one, get yourself a cold glass of milk, dunk that cookie in there, and if it gets soft, you have the right cookie. So, here we go. Sorry, let me turn off my phone. I'll be right back. So anyway, we're gonna get started. Today we're making a Funfetti Oreo icebox cake. Yes, we are. And our last cake was so yummy. This cake, I think the kids will come running with a fork to get a piece. It's good for adults and kids alike, but when they see all those sprinkles, colorful sprinkles on there, they're gonna want a piece, trust me. So let's get started. Okay, no need to preheat your oven now because we're not using an oven, but you are going to need a pan. Now, on our last icebox cake, we used an 8-inch square pan. For this cake, we are going to use an 8-inch springform round pan. If you don't know what a springform pan is, it's 2 parts. It has a latch on it here. You pop it open, and here's the bottom, and here's the top. This is what I use to make cheesecake all the time. Now, since this is not an 8-inch, it's I believe a 9-inch, the cookies are not going to be perfect in here, but I'm going to make do, because I'm not going to go out and buy myself a new pan. So once you have your pan, I'm going to put this aside. You're going to need a mixer. Now I like to use, I need muscles. I like to use my stand mixer because it's more powerful. But if you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer instead. I'm going to put my whipping attachment on there. And in the bowl, I'm going to put 3 cups of heavy cream. And it should be cold. So that's 2. And here's another one, 3. So we have our 3 cups of heavy whipping cream in there. To that, we're going to add a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. That's confectioner's sugar. So I'm going to put that in. And I'm going to add to that some vanilla. You know how much I love a vanilla. We're going to add to that 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So let me get that in there. Diva, you almost made a mistake. That's 2 teaspoons. Although I wouldn't have minded. I love vanilla. Here we go. 1 teaspoon. So let me put that in. Alrighty. Move that aside. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat this. Let me put my mixer bowl up. I'm going to beat this until it gets light and fluffy, and we want it to have soft peaks. So let me turn this on, and I'll get back to you as soon as this is all whipped up. So don't go away. I whipped up the cream, and I do have nice stiff peaks that formed. So what I'm going to do now is to this cream mixture, I'm going to fold in with my spatula a 1/2 cup of these pretty multicolored sprinkles. I'll put some stills in the video for you because I'm working solo without the cameraman again today. So I'm on my own. So let me sprinkle these in. Oh, how pretty! Let me hold it up. Maybe you can see it a little bit. And I'm going to fold these in gently with my spatula. How pretty! Doesn't take that much to get me thrilled. Look at that. Let me get them all combined in there. So our cream is very colorful. All right. You can see they're all mixing in. Dying to go like this, but I won't. I'll do it later off camera. Oh, Diva. Always cracking yourself up. All right. So these are mixed in. All righty. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to take our springform pan and we're going to put a very thin coating of this cream on the bottom. So I'm just going to spread it around to coat the bottom of the pan. Okay. Just going to spread this out with the knife, get it in all the corners, around the outside. Perfect. Okay, so this is pretty much what the bottom of your pan is going to look like. Just a very thin coating of the cream mixture. Now, if this was an 8-inch round pan, and I'm going to see if I can find you an 8-inch round springform pan, and I'll put it in the description box below with the link if you don't have one. But if this was 8 inches, the next thing we're going to need is some Golden Oreos. So the Golden Oreos, 13 of them will fit perfectly in the bottom of that pan. But since I have a bigger pan, I'm going to need a few more, and I might have to just kind of fit them in a little bit. So I've already opened this package. This is what the Golden Oreo looks like. It's the same as a regular Oreo with the cream filling, but it's a vanilla cookie. So I'm going to start placing them all around the side of the pan until the entire bottom of my pan is filled up. Start them on the outer edges like this, and then just keep going until you get into the middle. Now, if you have to crack one to fill in a space, to break one, or, overlap it slightly, it isn't going to ruin the cake. See, I did the outer portion, and now I'm going to work inside. So once you get all of your cookies layered on top of the cream, you're going to repeat it. So let me get the first layer down there. I don't know, let me see if one is going to fit in the middle. So I'm going to break it in half, and I'm just going to stick it in the middle. It'll work out fine. See what I did here? Okay, so I'm going to spread more whipped cream on the top of these Oreos, and I'm going to repeat this layering until I have 4 layers of cookies on there. So let me put some more whipped cream on top of the cookies, spread it out gently, and I'm going to continue doing that until I have 4 layers of cookies. So when I spread the final layer of whipped cream on, then I'll show you what we do next. So I'll do this off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, as you can see, whoa, this is very heavy. I have my 4 layers of the Golden Oreos in here with a cream layer between each one. I used, because my pan was bigger, I bought a family size package of Oreos, and I bought a smaller package of Oreos. But actually, if you use your 8-inch pan, you're going to need probably 13 Oreos for each layer. So just, keep that in mind. Now, on the top of this, I'm going to put more sprinkles because we want it to look pretty, right? I'm going to just use my fingers because they're clean. And I'm going to just sprinkle them all over the top. Oh, how pretty this is. And after I get all these colorful sprinkles on here, I'm going to refrigerate it overnight. Now, if you have any whipped cream left over, you can put it in a piping bag, because tomorrow, when we do a taste testing, you might want to decorate the top of this cake with a little whipped cream. Maybe go all around the edges. I don't have any of this whipped cream left over because my pan was bigger. However, I do believe I have whipped cream in my fridge that squirts out, and I can use that, but it's not necessary, it's optional. Look how pretty this looks. I'm going to try to hold it up for you, and then I'll take a still and I'll put it inside in the video. So let me see. Let me hold this up for you. Hopefully you can get a little bit of a look at it. Isn't that pretty? I think it's going to be a hit. Hit number 2. So I covered the cake with sprinkles. I'm going to refrigerate it overnight, and then tomorrow we're going to do a taste testing on this little gem. So, before I put this in the fridge, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you think you might enjoy watching me make these little delights, and there's 2 more goodies to come, go down below and hit that little subscribe and the little bell next to it. YouTube did something new. I think it says 3 options you have. Just hit all, and then anytime I have a new video up, you'll just get a notification saying the Baking Diva has a new video up. You can always give me a thumbs up. I love those thumbs up. Most of all, YouTube loves those thumbs up and comments because it helps promote my channel. So anyway, in the refrigerator this is going. Thank you for watching so far. I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Well, my icebox cake was in the refrigerator overnight, and the cookies should be nice and soft in there now. We should be able to get a nice big slice out of it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open my springform pan, and pops right out of here. And I'm going to take my knife and cut a piece out of here. Cookies are nice and soft. Look at this little gadget. It's a little high-heeled shoe cutter and server. And look at the heel pops off. It's magnetic. Got it as a gift years ago. I thought the thing was so cute. You know me and my gadgets. So let me take this out of here. Look at that, baby. Whoa. So I'm going to do a little taste testing now. And I will put a picture of the cake. I'll put a still in the video. But let me taste a piece of this baby. Move that over. Oh, you can see the nice layers in there. Looks yummy. Here goes. Hallelujah! It's so good. I'm not kidding. Oh my goodness. The cookies are soft. Wow. The filling from the Oreos makes like a layer of icing between each of the cookies, and you have the whipped cream in there. So good. So good. Adults will love this, but your children will love this too, or your grandchildren, trust me. Make this one. You saw how easy it is to make. So, once again, if you want to see part 3 coming up of my next icebox cake, hit that subscribe button and that little bell next to it so you'll get a notification when it's on YouTube. Otherwise, you never know. So, I want to thank everyone so much for tuning in to watch so far part 2 of my series. If you haven't already watched part 1, I'll put the link to that one. That was the salted caramel Ritz icebox cake. I'll put that down below in the description box if you want to catch up on that one. So thank you all so much. Thank you everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So good. Anyway, it's in the 90s outside here in New Jersey. It's really hot. I'm putting my suit on and I'm heading over to my son's house who has a pool. So I look forward to seeing you all next time. Have a great day. Stay cool. And back away from that oven. Toodles! So good. Double thumbs up. So good.